I just want to think about broader. So there's a lot of media attention these days. Like I'm getting bombarded on YouTube with endless videos about the AI apocalypse and all these jobs are going to disappear. And, you know, they publish these things because they know those types of headlines get clicks and people are interested in reading them. And I know there were some big like AI first experiments at some companies like Duolingo and Klarna, where they were like, we're not hiring any people. We're going to just use chatbots to replace our customer service team. And those things didn't go too well. And they've actually admitted that, you know, they're going back to hiring real humans again when it comes to customer service. But, you know, after that, then we have seen recently there are quite large scale layoffs at tech giants like Amazon and Microsoft. And I think Amazon have said something like they want to cut 30,000 or 35,000. I can't remember the exact number, but it's a lot of corporate jobs that they're looking to get rid of. And not just thinking about paid media and performance marketing specifically, but what's your take when it comes to AI and the job market? Like, is there any truth to these kind of almost sensationalist headlines that we're seeing a lot?
Yeah, it's tough. I guess I'm a little bit in the middle because on one hand, I do see why companies would want to do that. But on the other hand, when I look at what AI is doing now or what people are doing with AI, I think there's a lot of BS online, a lot of fluff. Like you mentioned, like the headlines that are scoring clicks and on YouTube and blogs. I see a lot of things like, oh, I built this AI tool in 24 hours and it's doing 50K MRR within the first week or so, something like that, you know. Even if that is true, if your marketing is that good, then the product is probably just trash. And all those people are going to churn after the first month because the product is just not good enough. With that said, I do see that in the PPC Hub, for example, I mentioned the examples of Alfred Simon, Geert Groot, Kuda, Mark Cornelius. I see Mike Rhodes. I see all kinds of different people that are leveraging AI for themselves. And they're building their own tools, and they're not building them to sell, but they're building them to manage your own time more efficiently. So I think, for example, take Geert. Or I'm pronouncing his name in the Dutch way, Gert Groot. That's how the English community calls him.
People like me who cannot say it properly.
Exactly. He is managing upwards of 100 plus clients, small businesses. So he built his own tool to be able to talk to Claude or other AI tools, and they help them with AI. He can really easily create campaigns. He showed us in the PPC Hub, can easily create campaigns, keywords, exclude things, ads, all that stuff. And because of that, he can manage way more clients in way less time, which he otherwise would not have been able to do. So for him, his productivity really went up. So I guess something like he's really a maximizer in that sense. So I guess if more people in the corporate workspaces would start to work like a guy like Geert, then, okay, you can make a case you can start laying people off potentially because the productivity of the team is going up. But if you're just using ChatGPT a little bit here and there, then that definitely doesn't cut it. So I guess it all depends on the average output level of the team at that time initially, before AI and with AI. But I think we're way off from sort of an AI apocalypse, or I don't know what they call it, but like sort of super intelligence from AI, where it's going to do everything for everyone instantly and at no cost. I think that's really far away. And I really like the example that you gave from customer service, because actually today we applied for a new credit card for PPC Mastery. I won't mention the company because it wouldn't be fair, but we ordered it and I wanted to know the status of the application. So what did I do? I called them. I called the number. They said, like, if you have any questions, just call the number here. So I call and I get into this AI chatbot menu. So it's picking up, okay, if you're calling for 1, 2, 3 options, just say what you want to call for. So I go like, okay, status application. And then he's like repeating the same message. So you can choose these 3 options. And then, okay, I have to do it in another way. Just type 2, go to applications. And then at the end, he asked something like, "Okay, are you calling to see the status of your application? Say yes or no." So I say yes, and it's silent for 5 seconds or something, and he repeats it again. So I get stuck in this AI loop, and at the end, I wasn't helped, and I just hung up. Was super frustrated. So it sounds really nice. Like, yeah, we can replace all our customer service, or at least 80% of it, with AI tools. But then the AI tool itself is just pure trash. So it doesn't work in practice. So I guess in theory and the headlines they score, of course, because it sounds intriguing. But I don't, man. I have yet to see big companies that are actually leveraging AI in that way, where it makes sense. And I think even one more thing, I think people are going to start becoming really tired of AI and being helped by AI and reading AI content, that I think we're going to see a big resurgence of how happy we are when we're actually interacting with a real human, which is sort of, which is crucial for the future of the internet, 100%, because it's so, yeah, well, that's what you guys are all, you know this more than I do at Lunio. You know how much the internet
bot
traffic is bot
going
traffic,
crazy at the minute. Yeah.
And it's just bots interacting with bots. So I think more and more people are going to become much more happier when they're actually talking to a real human, especially on customer service or other things. So no, I don't think we're gonna see, even if we're gonna see mass layoffs, I think that's all going to be corrected, or maybe that those mass layoffs were already a correction in some way, that they maybe had hired too many people for too many roles, which would make sense, and they'd have to get rid of some departments or some parts of the departments. But it would be too easy, in my opinion, to say like, yeah, we're just gonna do that because we can now do it with AI. I don't think it works like that in most cases.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Paid Media Lab. If you found it useful, you can get the full-length episode on the Lunio YouTube channel, where you can also subscribe to catch all our latest releases. And if you want free tools, reports, and guides to help you uplift the efficiency of your PPC campaigns, head to lunio.ai and click on the Resources tab in the nav bar. See you in the next one.